Hey, what's up guys, it's Theo from Final Concepts, and here are 3 things I believe every beginner photographer needs to get started. Some you may agree with me, others you may not. But are these any good? Well, let's find out then. First thing, of course, is the camera. Even though it is not actually part of the list, I think that is the best way to get started. And I know most beginner photographers are going to start out with a crop sensor camera, so that's something to take note of. Now, full disclosure, I'm a Canon shooter, so most of the suggestions I'll be giving out will be based off of Canon cameras. So if you're someone who is into other brands, I think you can just get the equivalent of that. Now, my suggestion for a camera for any beginner is, first of all, it needs to have at least 18 megapixel. It also needs to have an interchangeable lens, and the last thing will be a horseshoe mount. And if at least it shoots 1080p, that is a plus. Who knows, at some point maybe you enjoy shooting videos rather than photos, so getting that extra is a good idea. So first on the list, first after getting the camera, is getting a battery grip. Now before you lash out at me in the comment section below that it is actually not necessary, hold on, I completely agree with you, but let me explain. The actual things to get are extra batteries, especially if you'll be shooting for an entire day. Now the reason why I'm saying get a battery grip is, well, I don't know about you or where you live, but the little I know is there is this misconception in Ghana here that bigger cameras take better photos. There's absolutely no way you can convince a kid or even an adult for that matter that using a Canon M50 is much better than using the Canon 600D with a battery grip. Absolutely no way. Now back to the battery grip. Apart from making you look cool, smaller cameras actually need this extra extension to make holding it a lot easier. Now in my review of the Canon M50, up here or down in the description below, I complained that because of the smaller body, I started getting a lot of pains in my hands, especially when I was using it for an extended period of time. And with the grip tool, you have the opportunity to use 2 camera batteries at once. So that's a cool thing. Some battery grip manufacturers go the extra mile to provide compartments for storing your original battery covers, so you never have to lose them. And if getting the grip alone is not enough, you can also shoot vertically without having to hold your camera in a weird way. So the next thing on the list is getting a speed light. Not particularly this one that I have here, but any speed light of some sort is okay. As long as you are not using the flash that comes on top of your camera, then I'm not going to argue with you on this one. One advantage of having the speed light is that, well, it is better. And also, since it is articulatory, you can pretty much turn it to wherever you want and have your flash bouncing off whatever subject you want. Unlike what you have with your camera, it is directly pointing towards one side. Now if your flash comes with a trigger like the Godox TT520 I have here, you can pretty much have your flash wherever you want and still be able to get it to work like so. Now more on this flash up here or down in the description below. Although it is cheaper, it has some disadvantages. Now since we are beginner photographers, I'm sure that your first speed light will be using any of these AA batteries instead of the lithium ion as used on more expensive flashes. And I'll also recommend that you get these rechargeable ones, but note that you'll be purchasing the charger separately, so keep that also in mind. So next on the list is getting a prime lens. It's obvious that this was going to come in at some point, but why is this important? Well, think of it this way. The 18 to 55mm kit lens that usually comes with your camera is not any good. You can't really do any form of professional work with it. Yeah, I know there are some amazing zoom lenses that are out there which will give you great photos and videos, but those are a little bit expensive, like the Sigma 17 to 50mm f2.8. That is almost 2,000 Ghana cedis. So for a beginner photographer who had just used up almost all of their savings for the camera alone, will probably not have enough for this kind of lens. So that is where this comes in, the 50mm f1.8. And yeah, this is the most recommended lens for any beginner photographer on any camera brand. But why is that? First of all, it is cheaper, it is smaller, it has a wide aperture of f1.8, it has amazing colors, some amazing focusing speed, and overall, a reasonable focal length. Now, just as I said, I'm a Canon shooter, so I've been using the Canon 50mm f1.8, more on that up here or down in the description below, and it has served me very well. But then again, since you are using a crop sensor camera, you are going to get right around 80mm field of view, which is not good enough. I recommend you get a 35mm f2, which is a little bit closer to the 50mm focal length. That is more ideal for wide and close-up shots. So the next time you walk into the room that you have your next photo shoots, bring a few of these with you. Now the pricing for everything I have discussed here will be linked in the description below, so be sure to check it out. Yes, they are affiliate links, so if you want to support me and this channel in one way or the other without being an extra cost to you, then please use the exact links in the description. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel and other channels which I have them linked below. And as always, don't forget to share with your family and friends. This is Theo from Fino Concept.